So after I saw a video from Good Trouble today where he absolutely decimated a Maga's stupid talking point, I decided to go check out her page for myself, and the very first video was very telling.
What about the groceries? Have they come down yet? I don't give a fuck about grocery prices.
See, that's hilarious already, because before November 5th, the only thing the MAGA were constantly complaining about was grocery prices. But now that Orange Jesus has already admitted he's not going to bring down prices, they're just like, oh, we suddenly don't care about that now.
We are exposing the corruption in this country in real time, and we're reducing government spending at the same time. Billions of dollars we are saving after we cut off funding dumb shit.
Exposing the corruption? Like the corruption in the Republican Party when they tried to impeach Biden with no evidence of anything for 2 years? The impeachment attempt that fell flat on his face and everybody laughed at the Republicans? And speaking of corruption, you now completely trust Trump and his cabinet, the worst cabinet in history that he has filled full of loyalists who have no clue how to do their job. It is truly hilarious to watch somebody so confidently be wrong and claim the other side is full of propaganda, and then they immediately spout a bunch of propaganda. It's like someone telling you they don't believe in modern medicine and then showing you their collection of magic crystals. So what exactly do you consider wasteful government spending? Because so far in their crusade against anything they claim is DEI, which is just a code phrase for black people and women, by the way, they're proposing massive slashes to Medicare and Medicaid, fired thousands of veterans, who are incredibly unhappy about it, by the way. They've made massive firings and cuts at the CDC despite a potential bird flu pandemic. And even Musk's own people at the Doge are starting to resign because they say they refuse to dismantle public services, as he goes into places like the Department of Treasury and Education and just starts slashing shit for people. It's like scrounging for pennies under the couch in order to afford buying a McMansion. Because the Republicans are making all of these slashes and cuts in order to try to pay for Trump's attempted tax cuts again. The tax cuts that in 2017 raised the taxes on the rest of us and drastically cut them for billionaires. Yet you think they're just taking away wasteful spending, right? You know what I would consider wasteful spending? The State Department spending $400 million on Tesla swasta trucks. Let me guess, you don't think this is wasteful spending, this is some kind of patriotic bullshit. And while they've got you suckered into thinking that they are somehow finding billions of dollars in wasteful spending, which as Good Trouble had to point out to you was a total fucking lie, Trump's tax plan is to raise the taxes on all of us, including you, and give massive tax breaks to billionaires who don't need it. And they've got you so suckered that you're sitting here defending them, thinking they're getting rid of wasteful spending, which is not a drop in the bucket compared to how much we're going to lose in their lost revenue from their tax cuts. This is why it's about time the MAGA change all their hats to a red one that just says, I'm really fucking gullible. Maybe on the back you can fit, I don't give a fuck about groceries.